Jeff Lageman.
Jeff, of course, coming back from very serious knee surgery. Spent the whole of last year almost in rehabilitation. Walker comes in motion. Heath Sherman struggles outside the 40. Pickup of 4 or 5.
You know, Jeff Lageman has been the guy that's been the leader of that Jet team, and then he was injured last year, and then he had to come back this year. Now they bring in Boomer Esiason, and they bring in Ronnie Lott. But I think the resident leader of this team is this guy right here, Jeff Lageman.
As they say, his motor is always running.
Rich Kotite says he knows him. He says an excellent pass rusher. The Eagles today would like to run at him.
3rd and 6. Screen pass to Walker. Walker gets to about the 45 and is knocked backwards at that point. Not enough for a first down.
And I'll tell you, that time Leonard Marshall knocked Randall Cunningham down. Now again, this doesn't go anywhere in the stats, but watch Marshall 70, the ball's thrown, and boom, they've just given one shot. And when you're 300 pounds and you give a guy what looks like a little shot, he hits that ground pretty hard. They put Cunningham down twice.
And backwards. Fiegels. The Eagle punter to Clifford Hicks. And Hicks gets to about the 23 and knocked out of bounds at that point. And again, the Jets will take over. Derek Oden made the stop. It's 14-0. 14-0 the Jets over the Eagles. 4:04 left in the first quarter. Atlanta has already won. They're in the top of the second in Los Angeles. No score there as yet. The Giants must win to force the playoff. 1st and 10 Jets at their own 23. Esiason to Blair Thomas. Thomas on a quick draw stop by Wes Hopkins. Richie Kotite, whose team is 3-0 and one of the 3 unbeaten teams in the NFL. The Giants in New Orleans, the other 2. 2nd down and 5 at the 28. That's Mitchell, I beg your pardon. It's Moore in motion. That was Brad Baxter pounding over the right side. Not enough for a first down, but close. Byron Evans made the stop.
You know, if you look at the right side of that Jet offensive line, Ciopelli, Malamala, and Dwayne White, I mean, there's some size. If you're going to pick a side to run, look at the size. I mean, here's a guy that's about 320 pounds. There's another 310. You know, and then you got a tight end blocker. Why not run to that side? I mean, that's where you got your big guys. I mean, you just put your big old guys. They turn them backwards, sideways, and everything. See what they did to Keith Millard? They really have to run right.
All they really have to do is get in front of you. Here's Esiason quickly to Mitchell. He hung on and got another first down. The ball appeared to be almost loose as Wes Hopkins was wrestling with him, with Mitchell.
And that was a perfect pass by Boomer Esiason. He zipped it in. We were talking about which way to run. Look, only one time to the left for 5 years. So far, they've run 9 times to the right for 52 yards. Part of that may be the way they want to go, but the other part, I think, is that big right tackle, Malamala, and that big right guard, White.
Moore was the man in motion. This is Blair Thomas. Looking for room and not finding much. Stopped again by Hopkins. He has made a lot of tackles so far.
You know, that's one of the things they talk about, the 8-man front. The Jets do a lot of that. Your 7 men would be your defensive line and your linebackers. And then when you get a safety involved in the running game, that's what constitutes the 8-man front. And today we have some good safeties. I mean, some good hitting safeties with Wes Hopkins on the Eagles. And then, of course, on the other side, you got Brian Washington and Ronnie Lott of the Jets. Those are 3 good hitting safeties.
That double tight end setup, this time to the left for the Jets. Now Thornton comes in motion, and the handoff is to Johnson. And he has been indeed quite an addition. First down, Jets. Byron Evans knocked him out of bounds.
I'll tell you, Dwayne White got just enough a block on Mike Flores. Looked like Flores was going to get some penetration there, and then White gets him and lets Johnny Johnson get to the outside. Watch White. He's the right guard here. Now watch him when he gets right there at that position. You see, he just gave him there, and he turned him back to the inside so that Johnson could get around that corner.
Johnson again is the lone setback. Sison back to throw it, trying to set up a screen, wasn't there. So Boomer takes off. It's like about a 3-yard gain for Sison.
Keith Millard made a great read on that play, Pat. It was going to be a screen to the tight end on the right. Millard starts to rush, and he reads it. Now it's going to be a screen over here. These guys are going to be in screen, and Millard is going to come off. When he sees the screen, he's going to come out there, and Boomer can't throw it. If we can run it here. Now stop it here. You see right here, he's trying to throw the screen here, but he can't do it because it's covered good by Millard and Floyd, so he just takes off and goes to the left.